So spreading out or squishing in is a new formation. So you're going to have your own system of drawing your pictures. We can kind of go through some of that once we get into that. That's part of okay. Your round 2, you're going to go through the same thing. You've already got your school name on there. You're going to put in your 5 skills in the order that they're being done. Round 3, there's nothing that you have to fill in at that point. So that's what you're going to get ready before the meet starts, is those things. If you or the panel needs to see a coach, it's our responsibility as a safety judge to go get that coach. They'll say, hey, can you go find me Mason's coach? And you go get them and bring them to the room because they have a question about, usually it's a round 3 description. Or if you are looking at these skills as a judge, you have to have something from the flexibility, something from the jumps, something from the tumbling. If you see a team that has too many in one category or none in another category, be proactive. Go ask them and say, you know what, you're doing 4 jumps and a tumbling and you don't have any flexibility. You need to change that or you're going to get a penalty. And then they'll tell you what they want to do. So that's filled out. Once that's done, you go get the coaches that are needed by the panel if they need any. And then you want to make sure you go out and check the performance area. You want to make sure the mat is set up the way it should be. You want to make sure the tables are there. Sometimes you need to move the judge's table back a little bit because they've got it sitting right on top of the mat. You can't really judge very well that way. Sometimes you used to have to find a timer, but now that we're timing, we know what the timer's responsibilities are. You want to make sure that the safeties have a table to sit at in between rounds and for you to leave your book or whatever there. Making sure everything is set up, that there's a coach's box behind marked off for the coaches. Sometimes if you're at a really big meet, I suggest you bring tape and you tape off a section for the extra cheerleaders. It's usually Division 1 and 2 and they have 40 girls and they encroach on the judges' tables. It's your job to keep them away. If they start getting close, you walk over before the competition starts and move them over. Just say, girls, you need to stay behind this line. Usually after round 1, they'll be good. They'll remember. But they get too close and then they get loud and then it's hard for the judge to hear. Get to know your, round 3 sheets. Okay, I'm a safety, I don't have to do round 3 sheets. Wrong. You need to learn to do round 3 sheets because sometimes in a pinch, if you can pitch in and do a few for the piano, that helps out. So you need to kind of practice doing that too, and offer. And sometimes they say, no, we're good. I mean, if there's 6 teams and 3 judges, you're fine. But when there's 40 and, most all days meets on Saturday, there might be 40 in one division, and then they've got 20 minutes in between, and then they've got another 20 minutes in the afternoon. If you can help out, they appreciate it. Remember your team again. And if you have a question, when you ask, we sit there, we've been judging forever, and it's like, oh, now do we give a variety for this? No, yes or no. So even though that you've been doing it for a while, especially the first few meets back on, so get to know your sheets, get to know your safety sheets. It's important to know where that penalty is going to be. You're going to find out some penalties are the hot spots. The spotting penalty in round 3. I kind of wrote the ones down below that are the typical ones you're going to look for. Know where it is on your sheets because you don't have a lot of time in between to mark them down. You don't want to be looking for 10 minutes to find which penalty do I get. So kind of practice your sheets. Take yourself to a couple of meets nearby and sit down in the bleachers and just practice some of those. All right, so now we're pre-meet. So now we're ready to go out and hit the floor. Here's what we're going to do in round 3. We're going to go through each of these sheets. Some of them are going to be the same numbers. We're going to start here. We've already checked that everything's filled in. Here's our penalties for the failure to submit completed round 1, 2, 3 sheets. This is given when the meet director tells you to give it. You don't have to determine whether or not their stuff was in. Because there's issues with fax machines, there's issues with people emailing stuff, there's issues with all kinds of, the printer didn't print the ones, the secretary put them in a different pile, all those things happen. So unless the meet director says, you know what, I've called them 3 times, they never sent anything, give them the penalty. It's not your responsibility to decide. side, they will decide if you get it. Less than 4 or more than 16 competitors, I don't know that we've ever given that penalty, but it's there for a reason, because if it's not there, they'll go, well, it doesn't say that we can. So that's in there. Now, time infraction. Now that you are the timer, you must have your stopwatch or your timer ready to go. It's the first motion or word. The ready, set, go, and ready. First one. And it's the last foot off. So if this foot is going off, this one's in the air, you're going to look at that and write it down. You usually both time, because every once in a while, somebody forgets to start on time. So if both of you are timing, you've got to double check. Or especially if it's over and I've got a minute 32, I've got a minute 32. Okay, that's 2 seconds over. We're going to give a 1 to 5 seconds 6-point penalty right there. And believe it or not, we do give this one. There are some teams out there, especially newer teams, they get out there and they slow their cheer down and they run into trouble, and then all of a sudden it's a minute 40. So they get that. It's the first word. First word. Ready? Or set, or here we go, or whatever.
Or if they're
first thing.
counting like 1, 2, 3, 4, like
If you hear that one,
right.
it's verbal. Verbal. Or if they do this before they say ready, then it's this version.
How about the end again? Is it the last motion forward?
No, the last foot off the mat.
Off the
Last
mat.
girl.
Oh, gotcha.
The last foot off the mat. So if the girl is coming off the mat, and this foot is on the floor and this foot's in the air, you click it.
Okay.
You know, and usually if they're running fast, you know they're close. So you gotta watch really close. So you have to make sure you position yourself where you can see them. But sometimes you end up with blockage. So you wanna be where you can see. And the other thing is self-preservation. If you know which way they're coming, at the end of the mat, when you can see the cheers get close to the end, you move yourself towards maybe the back of the mat so they don't run over you when they're coming off. So if they're coming off fast, they don't always look. There's a few people that knock down from that. So position yourself and be ready to do that clicking. I prefer this on the clipboard. It's 1, 2, 3 push button. I don't have a whole lot of things, but some people have the ones that go around the net. So whatever works for you is great. It's hard to get used to, because especially round 1 when you're trying to draw that first formation, and then all of a sudden they start. So you have to just be. You might not get the whole first formation drawn, and you have to remember it's not. It's going to be it. Okay, off the mat. Violation off the mat. If they come off, they can exit any direction except the front. If the meet is set up so that the exit for the girls is in the front part of the gym, that's when you're going to have that penalty more, because they forget they got to keep going on the side and they walk off that front corner. So it's per girl. So if 3 girls go off the mat, then it's 3 times. Okay? If the whole team goes off the front at the same time, then you're only going to just give. Or if they're tumbling, we had a couple of things on the skills in round 2 where they did cartwheels off the mat, and then they just did their next skill on the floor, and then the next skill off the floor. It's like, okay, you should have probably got back on the mat. But every time somebody goes off the mat during any round, it's a penalty. That's tumbling, and she gets to the back of the mat, and she steps back, she steps off. Now, if they're on the edge, their feet are on the edge like this, and they don't actually touch the floor, do you give a penalty? No. So, boy, they'll get back there, and they'll just be like this. You'll see them, just making sure their feet don't touch the wood. So, again, that's off the mat. You hope not to see that, but sometimes they get excited and they forget. Those front ones, if that exit bricks, for example, Granville School, goes off the front. So I always just walk myself to the front of the mat, stand on the corner like this, so they have to move by me. And sometimes it doesn't work, they cut out front, but I just try to prevent. You want to try to prevent getting some penalties. Not that it's silly, but I really want to. And nowadays, 2 points could take you to 4th place sometimes. So, okay, detached air control devices, eyeglasses, shoes, items. Shoes, believe it or not, shoes fall off when people are doing cartwheels and flips and things. Ribbons, if they fall on the mat, nobody goes near them, it's not an automatic penalty when it falls on the mat. It's only a penalty if it's in the area that's going to cause a possible injury. So, if they're walking on it or they got to go like this to go around it, especially a shoe or glasses, then you're going to assess the penalty because it's a danger. Now, if it's a hair ribbon and it fell off back here and nobody ever goes back there again, we're not going to give a penalty for that because it really isn't bothering anyone. Usually kids will pick it up, stick it in their shirt, or throw it off the side or whatever. And that's okay. I tell them to do that. If it's going to be in the way, pick it up, get it out of the way. If it's in the way, though, you'll probably have to still give that penalty, but at least, you know, keep it safe. If it's really going to be a major problem, then you may have to stop the meeting. But most of the time, we don't have to.
So, shoelaces.
Shoelaces coming untied, you can't really do a penalty for that because it, you know, they didn't do that on purpose.
Right.
A hair bow you can attach firmly. Shoelaces, I always tell them to tuck them in.
Right.
You know, when they're lined up, I'll say if I see